Welcome back to BRMC's Healthy Connections. Our guest today, Terry Ray, Director of the Hensley Behavioral Health Center. Big, long name, and tell us what that's all about. We know it's located inside the hospital. What do y'all do?
The Hensley Behavioral is a geri-psych unit that's on the 6th floor of the hospital. It deals mainly with people that have dementia, Alzheimer's. Mm-hmm. If folks have personal problems, suicidal, homicidal ideations, they meet criteria to be on that floor. Mm-hmm. We take referrals from nursing homes, from home with the aging population, mm-hmm. And try to improve their cognitive abilities and their memories, their daily functioning, to improve quality of life for these folks. Try to reverse some of the symptoms that's going on within their life, improve their memory for one thing.
As much as you possibly can.
Definitely. We do that with some medication management. We have a very diverse staff on the floor that we're very proud of. Our registered nurses, our LPNs, our techs. We have activity therapists that do daily groups. We have a set schedule from morning time to evening.
That's real important, isn't it, to be consistent? And are any of these folks, because of the mild dementias that may be going on, a wander risk, so that that floor is secured, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Ma'am, it is secured. We have to have badges that has the little safety feature on it. Without this on your badge, you can't get onto the floor. It is a locked unit. Mm-hmm. Because folks do like to get out and go walking, and they're looking for a flight risk of any type, and that may be the reason the nursing homes have sent them back, or they become agitated or aggressive toward their staff. Mm-hmm. They may need medication management. As time goes on, you've been on certain medications, your body builds a resistance toward anything. And you have to tweak those sometimes. You have to take the vitals, the liver assessments, blood, to make sure that it's not having a negative effect upon the body. Sure. Doctors can tweak that, slow the progression of dementia, Alzheimer's, mm-hmm. Tweak the memory to come back. And we were talking before we went on the air today about some type of therapies that we do on the floor. And one that's always effective is a music therapy. We have a piano on the unit. We have nurses that play the piano. We have folks that sing. And we may have patients on the floor that you can't get a verbal response from. You can't get eye-to-eye contact. And you can start playing music on the floor, singing songs in a group activity, and these folks wake up. Yeah. They're smiling. They're giving thumbs up. They're clapping. It triggers memories that they haven't had in a long time.
It's those long-term memories.
Exactly.
Yeah. I always remember one time years ago in California with a woman with mild dementia. Probably couldn't tell you very sincerely what she'd had for breakfast just an hour or so later, but she used to play the piano for the silent movies, and she would sit down to a piano and get going. All of that music was still in her mind, was still there, and she'd bring it back out, and it's just wonderful with things like the music therapy. Mm-hmm. What else you got going up there?
We have some new programs, outreach. We have new staffing that's come on board. I'm very excited. We have a new marketing person that's come on board. We're hiring a new nurse manager that I've known for 20 years out of Clarksville, be coming on board. We have a new therapist that's coming from Paragould that I know, that's going to come on board. That these folks and I have worked together in the past. We know what kind of programs can be successful. We have a very diverse group that's coming on. We're checking the Human Resources Department today. We have people applying from Mississippi.
Oh my!
We put it out online. Population's Hispanic, African American. I would love to have a fully diverse population of employees there. Yes, and the further we reach out, we've had the past month 4 people from West Plains, Missouri nursing home, Poplar Bluff, down to Harrison. We're expanding out further. The more we market, the bigger it gets. But the biggest seller that we've had has been the positive reflection, the results that our staff have been able to have with our patients. Had a patient come in last week. It's been here 3 times since January. And she came in and she said, "I'm leaving today, Terry." And I said, "Yes, ma'am, you are." And she said, "I'm not leaving without hugging your neck. Can I have a hug?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, you can." And she said, "I feel better than I have in 20 years. That is the reward that we have. That is what we're looking for within our treatment for your patients, for your family. That's what we want to see when we have the families come in and help feed their loved ones. They visit with them in the day. We have 2 different visiting times, from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and then after dinner at 5 to 6. This allows folks to come in to be with mom, be with dad, with their husband, that have developed these fast-acting psychosis type debilitating problems that have just come on in a month. They can happen that quick. The anger, they know that they've been married, they've been together 30 years. I see wives and husbands come in holding hands and patting them, and they see the reversal and the memories that the medications and the therapies are generating for their loved ones.
So it really is working.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is all under psychiatrists that would be in this realm. Would always be under a psychiatrist's care, so they can prescribe medications, and they can, as you said, tweak those medications, find the right combination or the right drugs that will help that particular individual, because I'm sure it's different for everyone. Yes,
ma'am. Our doctors work very well with our psychiatrists. Telemedicine that Dr. Stowers calls in daily from Clarksville, Arkansas, and then he's here every other weekend on Saturday and Sunday. And he works with our medical director, Dr. Robinson, on the floor, Dr. Elders, Dr. War, all of those that have patients because they're admitted through ER, a doctor that's on call or in the hospital that have seen them. They work together. What physical problems they have to eliminate those type problems first, because there's so many symptoms that seem like dementia or Alzheimer's. Urinary tract infections, bowel impactments give the same symptoms as dementia. Yes. So we have to eliminate those to make sure we know what we're dealing with first.
Right. So you make sure that physically the person is sound, when in fact that's taken care of. If there's still something to be taken care of, you're right there to take care of it.
Exactly.
Did that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we need to take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Lots more to share with you.